Good day, everyone. This is Pauline Santiago from the Baker's Circle. Some of you know me as DocP. We are on day 2 of making our own sourdough starter.
For our second day, in addition to what we prepared on day 1, our kitchen scale, flour, water, stirrer, we will also need a discard container, and of course, our day 1 starter. For our short session on starters, we are using the Joshua Weissman recipe with a small twist. We will use only half the recipe so we do not have a lot of discards. This is half the day 2 recipe of Joshua Weissman's starter recipe. You can scan this QR code and this will bring you to his Dropbox for a printout of his feeding schedule. This is how my starter looked on day 2. To prepare for day 2 feeding, you stir your starter. Measure the combined weight of your empty bottle and 35 grams of your day 1 starter and discard the rest. Others will throw this away and sort of keep the discard only when the starter is already being fed at 100% hydration. What that means is that you feed equal parts flour and water to your starter. Some will keep the starter discard when the starter is already mature, which is about day 7. To me, though, this is flour and water you can already start using for discard recipes like pancakes, biscuits, or cookies, for example. My discard gets refrigerated. Okay, with 35 grams of starter on day 1, uh, we can put a mark on the bottle, but this is optional because if you will weigh it properly, this will also be used for your subsequent days. But putting a mark will give you an idea where your level of 35 grams of starter will be in your bottle. You measure your water. There's a little bit of extra there. Then your flour. Then you stir. After stirring, you sort of scrape the sides of the bottle so that you will be able to observe if your starter will rise. It is not very critical at day 2, but this will be a good habit for you when your starter becomes mature. My day 2 starter seemed to be a little bit lumpy with some clumps of flour, and maybe I will try sifting this tomorrow. You cover it lightly. You don't want a tight seal as the gas will be trapped inside your bottle. Label it as day 2 so you don't forget. Again, I align the lower edge of my label with the top of the starter in the bottle and shown here as a yellow arrow. That's actually it for day 2. So see you tomorrow for day 3. Thank you.